So it's Rants from the traffic jam and we're back again. Sad day today. It's the last day of our season here at the caravan and it's pack up day. It's the day where we've got to drain everything down, get everything ready for having it stored over winter. Well, not having it stored, it stores itself, but making sure everything else is going to be stored, kept dry and going to be fresh for next season. So here we go, a lot of work to do over the next few hours. As we clear each room, we make sure that anything that stops up here, sort of quilts, pillows, any bedding, a few towels that we've got, anything that doesn't need washing is all sealed into these bags. No curtains up at the window. It's really quite a drab room now. You can think this is our bedroom, but TV's gone. That's the dog's bed normally. That's been packed away. That's sealed up in one of these bags as well. Good thing about them is the vacuum bags, so you can vacuum all the air out, stops them getting damp. Some of them don't work. That's a new one actually, doesn't work, but you have to try, don't you? But that's the key to this, to putting the caravan away for winter, is make sure that everything's clean and dry. Make sure that if you get any rodents, because we do, as I've said before, we live in a field here, and we get field mice, and the little blighters get in anything. If you can fit a pencil through a hole, apparently you'll get a mouse in it. So we have to be very careful there. There's salt pots that we've got as well. I'm saying salt pots, it's an old termination. Literally years ago we just used to get a pot and put salt in it, and of course the salt would draw any of the damp out, but these days we use these fellas, which are little crystals, and when we come back in March, what you'll find is down there that will be full of water, and those crystals are going to draw all of the damp air out of the system, out of the air. So there we go, that's one room done, and a little bit more to do. Traps are primed. We had a problem last year with a couple of mice getting in. We don't want them this year. If they do get in, they've got a little surprise, a nice bit of Mars bar on a mouse trap, and yeah, let's have them, because I don't want them anywhere. Blooming horrible things. One more job to do. Got to drain down the water system, and we're going to run through that in a few minutes time. Till then, give us a few minutes. Okay, that's it. We're all packed up. Everything is packed inside. We've got all the bedding, the curtains have been taken down, the bedding's been packed up, anything that could get damp has been packed away. There's no food left anywhere, everywhere's been cleaned out, no perishables, and there's a boot full of stuff to go home. One last job to do, and the most important job, because well, we're in the middle of a field, winter's coming, we're going to get snow, we're going to get ice, it's going to be damp anyway, but it's the snow and the ice we're going to look after now. What I need to do is drain all the water system out, so what I've got to do is go underneath the decking. I've got the main water tap, and then I've got the two taps that are going to drain the system. So follow me in. Thing is getting a fat bloke like me into a small gap like this. Not the easiest thing, and the grass is wet as well. But here we go, chucks away. Okay. Still running? Yeah? Right. Okay. Here we go, we're underneath the caravan. It's a little bit dark, but if I can see, I'm sure everybody else can see. We've got just up the way up there, the mains tap, which I'm going to get to, and then just here, and you can't really pick them up. Absolutely impossible to pick those up. We've got two little taps. I think you can just make one of them out, but we've got to undo and drain the system. Right, there's the main tap. Do that clockwise, because it's clockwise to do things up as tight as we can. That will stop any more mains water coming in. And then those other two, I'm wondering if we can just see them from this angle. They're just up there. You can't see them, so I'm just going to turn off the phone. Not only that, there might be a gush of water, so I don't want to get it all wet. Right, just getting the antifreeze ready now, because what I need to do is make sure that every track where there's going to be water, or where you're likely to find water, if there is any water trapped, we're just going to cover it with a little bit of antifreeze. What I've done is I've opened the taps up, make sure that there's no water in the taps, close them off again, and just down the sink, just pour a little bit of antifreeze. The biggest place where you're going to have water, of course, is your toilet system. Excuse me for the noise, folks. So what I've done is emptied the cistern, and again inside I'm going to pour just a little bit of neat antifreeze. So the little bit of water that's left in there now, there's no reason why that should freeze up at all. Another one is a little bit of antifreeze inside the toilet, obviously because you've got water there this side of the U-pipe. That's those done. We've got the shower as well, and again same thing applies, a little bit of antifreeze just down the plug hole, and just make sure that there's no more water. Open the taps, close them off anywhere in the shower. That's the bathroom done. One more area of water to do, and that's the sink in the kitchen. Same thing, a little bit of antifreeze down the plug hole, just check the taps, they're fine. I've used about 1/3 of a bottle of antifreeze, so that's going to last me another couple of 3 years, that is. They're the two taps that I took from down the inside of the caravan. They're going to be there waiting for me for when we come back again in March. Now there's just one more draining job to do, and that's the one which is going to be the tightest squeeze, and that of course is the boiler. There's water in the boiler pipe, so what I need to do now is to just make sure that the boiler is going to be drained, and I'll be back with you with that one in just a minute. Right, and here we go with the valve for the boiler, and all it is a little screw. Problem is, it's in a really awkward position. But once I've got it out, that's it. It's just one little screw that is so small. I know we're getting dark now. The thing is, we've turned the electric off and it is getting dark out there. Bearing in mind last night that the clocks went back an hour. It's still mid-afternoon, but it's getting dark. That is that. All the drainage is done. So hopefully when we come back in March next year, we're not going to have any burst pipes, and we can just connect back together and off we go. Anyway, that's it for now. It's a sad day for me because, as I said, we're not going to be coming back here for 4 months, just putting things away. And if I just get my really good camera operator to just walk this way and one last look out of the windows. So all the curtains are gone, the living room's as bare as it can be in here. But waking up to that view every morning and sitting there in the evenings looking at that view, that's what it's all about for me. It's going to be 4 months. Hopefully when we come back the field will be nice and green with some crop growing on it. Apparently it's beans this year. Last year it was seed rape, which had me sneezing right the way through the spring. But there we go. Thanks for watching. If you've enjoyed this, subscribe, click the like button. If you don't like it, don't click the like button, click the thumbs down button, whatever. But anyway, we'll see you again later. And that is that. Feeling quite emotional, as I always do on the last weekend of our season up here. As you can see, it is getting dark. It's 4 o'clock now on the Sunday evening. The site actually closes tomorrow at 4 o'clock, but we're all going to be in work anyway, so today's the last day we could do it. And that is it. Like I said, feeling a little bit emotional, and it's only 4 months you might say until I'm back, but I think the thing is, because I love it here so much, it's you know, never mind, we've got Christmas to look forward to. That's another expense, isn't it? Anyway, thanks for watching, and we'll see you soon.